This one just came out super, super fresh. And I'm just excited to go in here and obviously showcase and share with you guys all the goodies about this one. We are talking, of course, about the, are you ready? Bam, the Vombat. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. I'm giving it my best pronunciation effort, guys. Yeah, this one's going to be a very interesting one from what I understand. It should have a lot of different scale combinations, a lot of cool features. And guess what? We even have two other boxes that are going to make a lot of sense later in this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it here. Doing the honors today, we have the porcupine here from Vosteed. By the way, guys, if you've been wanting to pick up a porcupine, the stock on Amazon, I was just informed it has been replenished. So definitely check it out if you've been meaning to pick one up and haven't been able to do so in the past. But without further ado, let's get in here. Let's see what this Vombat is all about. It's like combat with a V. So V for victory. I'm not sure, but it's definitely an interesting name there, if I say so myself. Let's see here. We got their iconic pouch here with the leather patch in the middle right there. We have, of course, the paperwork and the usual stuff, right? We got a sticker, we got a wiping cloth, right? All that good stuff. But here we go, all right? Let's go ahead and see what this thing is all about, shall we? All right, there we go. There it is. And bam, here we go. I mean, right off the bat, man, this is, I can tell you this is a sweet combo that I'm already going to like. I'm all about the monochromatic aesthetics for the most part. But this one comes in all kinds of color combinations under the rainbow you can think of. So that's definitely something that we'll definitely look at here in just a second. Now, first impression, super lightweight, man. This thing is so lightweight. It is insane. I'm definitely going to pop this thing on the scale right now because it is insanely lightweight right off the bat. I mean, look at that, under 3 ounces, right? That's how lightweight this thing is. Under 3 ounces, or the equivalent of 83 grams. For my friends across the pond. Couple of things I'm noticing here that are different or unique, right? We have this wire clip, this insert right here on the wire pocket clip, right? They call it a decoration plate, which is pretty neat. It's patent pending, and by the way, there's a few other patent pending features on this knife we'll talk about, but that's pretty neat. You can actually, if you do it on the website, you can custom order it with your logo on it, which I think is pretty neat if you want to really personalize your knife. This knife is going to be all about personalization, making it your own, right? Really going above and beyond with what mods or customizations you can do to it. So wire clip here, which is pretty deep carry, as you can see, and it's also reversible on the other side. I'm also loving the diagonal milling. I am a sucker for milling on a knife scale, and this one definitely has the sauce going on both sides. And check out the jimping back there. First time ever I've seen jimping, right, like this in the very back of the handle. So that's an interesting call right there. Of course, it's going to be a crossbar lock from Vosteed. We got thumb stud deployments here with the crossbar lock. This one has a pop of green on the thumb studs there. And so far looking really good. Now, the trick up the sleeve with this one is that you should have, or you do get, we're about to test them out here in just a second, hot swappable scales on this one. So we're going to go ahead and test that all out here in just a moment. But without further ado, bam, there it is, guys. This is one of 2 geometries that you get. And I was hoping that I got a chance to check out this one here because this one is the one that spoke to me the most. There is this buoy blade right here, like this one. Got the nice fuller right there, satin finish. This is M390 steel, guys. Not anything like 154 cm, no 14C, 28N. M390, right? So future me slap that HRC on the screen for all my HRC folks out there. But there it is, fuller. Bam, we got jimping and jimping on 2 different places, right? Dual jimp zones, if you would. So that's looking pretty tight. Flat grind, beautiful satin finish with some reflection going on there. Just what the chef ordered, right? With that pokey tip, digging that. And as far as the close action, I mean, yeah, obviously it's going to be very smooth. This thing is on ball bearings. It's going to be very nice and easy to actuate here. Deploy, reverse flick. Oh yeah, can do that all day. And honestly, I mean, it's a good size, I mean, medium sized knife, right? I have average size hands, not the biggest of hands or smallest of hands, and I'm able to get a full purchase, full 4-finger grip here, right? Plenty of, just a tad bit of handle there left. No forward choke position. This one doesn't have like a finger choil like you would have on, say, the raccoon or the porcupine per se, but I think that they did that intentional so the knife wasn't too big. You know, I tend to get this in the comments sometimes. I personally like a finger choil over a non-finger choil knife. I've also seen other people complaining, or I guess voicing their opinion in the chat, saying, why do we have so many finger choils? We want more cutting edge, you know? And in my mind, I'm like, you know what? That's a valid point. I sometimes don't need that much of a cutting edge, but the finger choil definitely comes handy for specific grip or whatnot. So let me know in the comments, guys, what is your take on that? Would you rather have a longer cutting path and no finger choil, or do you appreciate a finger choil even though it may take a little bit of cutting path of edge from the knife, right? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know, but action on this thing, yeah, very, very smooth, very, very nice there. Obviously, this is going to be a very fidgety one. It's ambidextrous for my lefties out there. So lefties rejoice. Obviously, I have zero dexterity on my left hand, as you know. It left the chat since birth, so I'm doing my best here. Clearly, you're going to be able to manipulate this thing a lot better if you are a lefty. And the wire clip, like we said, is reversible. We have a proud liner sandwich construction going on here. One standoff in the back, a little bit of a lanyard tube, right? There's no lanyard hole, but they give you a lanyard tube back there, right, in case you want to use a lanyard. And then we have this interesting, so kind of like a slightly different take on a crossbar lock. It's still pretty much essentially and functionally the same thing, but you see this little shape in the middle. It's a little bit rounder. It's called the ball roll bar. Say that 10 times fast. Ball roll bar. And of course, it's patent pending, supposed to enhance the smoothness and reliability of the crossbar lock over time. So that's an interesting new touch there. So be interesting to see how that goes, or how it feels over time. Obviously, after I test this knife sometime, it does, I can see that there's only contact going down the middle, right? Since it's only making contact like really smack in the middle, not like entirely like your traditional crossbar locks. So maybe there's something there to be said about this new approach. So it is patent pending as well. But of course, the star of the show here with this knife, guys, is going to be the scales. So something special going on with these scales. Vosteed themselves, they offer many different options, and you can even 3D print some scales yourself. So if you have a 3D printer at home, right, you can do so, right? From what I was reading from Vosteed, you do have the ability to 3D print some scales yourself. And also let me know your thoughts on this knife, right? What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below. I absolutely would love to hear your thoughts on it. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Either this one or this one. Peace.